Hi, my name's Jasper. I use they pronouns.
Hi, my name is Liana. I use they demon pronouns.
This video is how to use our pronouns. So Liana uses they them pronouns and demon pronouns. So the first sentence would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am theirs. I love them very much, and I hope they love themselves too. For the demon pronouns, it would be, Liana is my partner, Deem is cute, and I belong to Deem. I love Demon very much, and I hope Deem loves Demon's self too. Then interchanging the two would be, Liana is my partner, they are cute, and I am Deem's. I love Demon very much, and I hope they love Demon's self too.
She's gonna be a linguist.
Alright, Shalom, Mike. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, that Jesus' word and our true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson. And that's why the flood came. Because of the wickedness that has pretty much consumed the planet Earth. And the source is, it comes from the so-called white man and his influence. And as you can see, it's only going to get worse under this man's vibration. Just going to the clip, referring to the clip, now they're having demonic pronouns where they actually telling you to call them a demon. It spirits on these people, man. But it just shows you Yahweh Shemel Shai is justified in overthrowing this place utterly and violently, man. So matter of fact, let's start off with this, because our Lord Yahweh Shai said that we compare his return in that time to the time of Noah and what was taking place. Let's get this Genesis 6 and verse 5. It says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. See? And it's playing out. It's even worse today. Because this devil and his influence reached throughout the four corners of the earth. To where there's many Babylons throughout the earth. You see a McDonald's over there, best believe it shows you that the devil is just like graffiti. He's like tagging his territory. So if you see a motherfucker McDonald's, or you see somebody in a three-piece suit or a woman with leggings, best believe that was the influence of the so-called white man. And that, seeing that, just the appearance of these people, their countenance shows you, they're on a path to destruction. But it says, wickedness of man was great in the earth, and said, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. See? So now the wickedness has increased, It's only gotten worse to the point where you already had the madness of the LGB, the alphabet mafia. And now you have, you got the springing up of MAPS, if you know that acronym, was they're trying to make that a norm. And now even with these demonic pronouns, what they actually telling you to call, they go by demons and shit now. So of course, how fitting is the time when the Lord's gonna bring forth this destruction, man? But it says it was only evil continually, meaning it's every thought, everything that come out these people's mouth is worse than what they have said before, man. And the Lord, get sick and tired of this shit, seeing this shit, man. Why you think going to light, witnessing, that madness, Of course, he preached the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, man, and the neighboring cities, because of the madness that was taking place. You know? And this is the only medicine, this is what's going to appease the wrath of Yahweh by Shema Shai. It's sending forth this destruction, man. It's not like you can calm the Lord down by giving him a song and dance and just telling you love him. Nope. What's going to make the Lord appease his wrath is to send forth that destruction, man. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes 40, in verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword and calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. And these are spirits. These are different entities. And these spirits are on the earth now. Those death angels. It said these things are created for the wicked. Who created? Yahweh Shema Shai. But it's for the wicked. It says, and for their sakes came the flood. See? But because that was the fitting judgment for that time was water, man. Because of the madness that was taking place during that time. How much more in this where the Lord said, I ain't gonna use water, I'm gonna have to use fire. Because this man has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Started with the mindsets of the people. And it plays out through their actions. What that is, going back to Lot, because when you talk about Lot, you got to talk about Noah in the same breath. Because these, a matter of fact, I think that's in St. Luke, the 17th chapter. Because this is the time. And we seeing why there was going to be a destruction. We see why the Lord's going to send forth a famine, bring forth these newly created beasts, things that the human mind cannot wrap their minds around. Because of this, the crazy shit you do. How the hell these people, man. Let's just get the scriptures. So like it. St. Luke 17 and verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives. They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. See? So they was partying and bullshitting pretty much. And living these crazy lifestyles. Because you go into it, the serpent pretty much introduced Eve to the another philosophy, and it was downhill from now, man. And it tells you that the sons of God pretty much was following the different ways of the daughter of the sons of men. What you see today, our people have taken on the customs of these other nations, chiefly the so-called white man. And a nigga is bugged out his mind. Whether they just a nigga, just a so-called street nigga, which they have been transformed to violent homos. You got your regular old Jake, a grown man with the spirit of an auntie, a woman that's masculine. From even the diet, a nigga got a heavy diet of pork 7 days a week. The woman, she get off on crab legs. That's part of the ways of Esau, And And that's just scratching the surface. But you see the just going back to the clip, the madness that comes from this man and his rulership. Now they just telling you they a demon. It shows you that everything has been ripe now. Everything is ripe. Out of all that, when they used to talk about them coming out, that was really the demon manifesting. To the point now where they tell you just their pronouns is demon. It says, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot. See? So the days of Noah and the days of Lot is pretty much, they go hand in hand. Because of the madness and was at a high rate, man. You know? It says they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. See? So that was the medicine for that time. The Lord had to bring forth that fire, man. And that's why it's going to play out in a bigger way in this time, man. Because those were just examples. Oh, matter of fact, we can wrap it up with that in the book of 2 Peter. Those were just examples. An example of what Yahweh Shema Shah is going to do in this time, man. 2 Peter 2, I believe, so like it. 2 Peter 2 and verse 5, it says, and spare not the old world. See? That old world, that old system back then in the time of Noah, it wasn't spared. There's no remnants of this place. The only thing that's a resemblance of that old world was the remnants of Noah's ark, man. So the Lord totally wiped that place out by the way of that flood. It says, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness. See, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So that's what the Lord had Noah to introduce them to that judgment of the flood. That's what they worked for in that time. And that's why we saying these people are actually working towards that judgment of that thermonuclear fire, man. You know? You know, concerning the law and the judgments. You know, you don't. It's certain judgments that's where you had to recompense somebody. You might have given them shekels of silver, or you might have, replace their cattle or something. But it was certain law offenses that your blood was the only thing to suffice that. You know. And certain things you could hang them or you stone them, but in certain cases you had to just burn them, man. And this is the fate for Babylon the Great and the people within it, the Babylonians. Those that have the mindset, those that dwell in Babylon spiritually. It's the only way that's going to be able to. Things are going to be made right is when the Lord sent forth that fire. You know, that's why it says, verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow. See, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So that shows you Sodom and Gomorrah was just a prelude to America, man. Because it tells you you had old faggots, you had young faggots, you know. It was a sick place. And it was that bad a lot. He was driven. He had to go to the gates and prophesy, man. You know. It says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. See, for their righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing. See, because today that's what you see from a commercial. You got you got faggots, or you got two dykes It can be something sort of as motherfucker selling insurance. But you got two dykes, trying to come up with a decision that suits them in their household. And they might have children and shit to make it show you that's a family. The way you ain't gotta guess and say, oh, those two sisters or those two brothers. They have children around to cement and to show it and paint the picture that that's a family. Even it says in hearing, you hearing a big 6'8" nigga, but he talk like a bitch, man. That's vexing, man. It says, vest his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. See? So if you invest with America, that means you're a part of the destruction crew. The crew that's going to be destroyed. But the point is, that's why the flood came. You see all this activity that's taking place, the wickedness that's happening on the planet Earth. It just shows that the Lord's about to spring into action, man. Because everything is ripe. What else could this nigga do, man? He pretty much did every possible wicked thing that I wouldn't say think of, because we're not built like that to think and come up with wicked shit. This man has done every possible wicked thing you could ever do, man. That's why I say her sins have reached unto heaven. So, but we're at the end, man. And that's why the Lord's finna send forth a flood of plagues and top it off by the way of the fire, man. So yeah, I just hope to edify and like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach the word in our true faith and sincerity. BTA, abide by soon, very soon.